Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you on how to set up and play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Teal Mask DLC update of the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero Part 1 DLC. So if you want to try out and play this game, you can now play this game into your PC or into your Android 11 mobile device and also into your Switch. But I'll be focusing more on the installation process of this game into your PC. So what you need is that you'll need to have all of these 4 files here into your PC that I have highlighted in my desktop, and also you will need to install an application called Yuzu Emulator. So for those who don't know and are new, Yuzu Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can run and play any Nintendo Switch games into your PC as long as you have all those 4 files here installed into your Yuzu Emulator. Without these files, Yuzu Emulator is useless. And as you can see here, I have both Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And the XCI file that I have here is one single file, which is being patched. That means that this contains the base game of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, and also the previous updates of this game, and also the latest DLC Part 1 update, which is the Teal Mask. So you will only need to download one XCI file for each version here. So that's why you will only need 4 files here. So first of all, I'm going to teach you how to get Yuzu Emulator officially. To do this, I'm just going to open a web browser, and I'm just going to type in Yuzu Emulator, and I'm going to hit search. And then go to yuzumi.org. That is their official website. So click on that. Then go to the download section. Click on that. And my browser is taking a while to load. So now I'm going to go to the Android section. Click on that. And then if you want to play this game into your Android phone, you can do that as long as it is a powerful Android 11 mobile device. So there are 2 versions of Yuzu Emulator. The free version and early access version. As it says, it's early access, so you will have a week or 2 update before the free version here. But the early access version, you will need to pay a one-time payment on this, and this will also help the developers. So if you can wait a week or 2, so the free version is fine. So if you have a Linux system, you can get the installer here. And if you're from Windows, just like me, you can just click on the download for Windows 64 version so that you'll be able to download Yuzu Emulator for Windows. So since I have already installed Yuzu Emulator into my PC, so I'm just going to skip on this part because the download and installation process is really easy to do and is really straightforward, and that anyone can do this, okay? So this is the official way to get Yuzu Emulator, so be sure to only get it from yuzumi.org. So I'm going to minimize this now, and I'm going to assume that you have already installed Yuzu Emulator. So if this is your first installation, be sure to boot it up, run it now, and then you'll be met with certain errors saying that you will need some certain files to be installed into your Yuzu Emulator before you can play any such game. So what are those files? Again, these are the files that are needed. These are the Nintendo Switch keys and the Nintendo Switch firmware. It should be in both version 16.0.3 in order for it to run and play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And the games should be in XCI file format so that Yuzu Emulator will be able to detect and play those games. So if you're asking me where to get all these files, the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console, which you have modded and have installed a custom firmware in it. Because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, that means that you can now access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just copy all of the Nintendo Switch keys, product keys, title keys, and the firmware files of your Switch, then transfer them into your PC. Now, in order for you to get the games, there's no other way around this, but you should purchase the game. You should buy the physical copy of that game or a digital copy of the game in the eShop. And once you have that, you can now digitally back up that game into an XCI file format, just like mine here. So, if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install a custom firmware in it, or you don't have a Switch but still want to try how to play this game but don't know where to get all the 4 files here, so I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these 4 files here. So in order for you to get all of these 4 files here, I'm just going to leave a QR code here in the screen and you can scan it with your QR code reader. And once you have scanned with your QR code reader into your mobile phone, then you will be redirected to the page and you can get all of these files, which is approms.com. And once you are in the site, be sure to hover down in the middle part of the website so that you'll get the XCI file format of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the Teal Mask DLC. Once you have a copy of the game, then be sure to hover down below so that you'll get the keys and the firmware file of the Switch into your phone. Then transfer them into your PC. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website so that you'll get all of these 4 files here. So since you're using your phone as to downloading those files, be sure to transfer them into your PC via USB cable, assuming that you're using an Android device. So I'm gonna assume now that you have a copy of all these files here and that you have it into your PC. So it's time to install them into Yuzu emulator. To do that is just go to Yuzu, go to File, and then open Yuzu folder. The next step to do is just open the keys folder here, and then open the keys zip file in the desktop and just select all of these files and transfer them here. Just drag and drop, and this will transfer all the files to the switch. Now I'm just gonna close this folder. The next step is to open File again, open User folder, and then locate for NAND folder, N-A-N-D. Click on that, then go to System, and then Contents, and then Register folder. The next step is to open the firmware file here. All you have to do is just select all of these files, copy them, and then paste them into this folder. This will copy all of the firmware file of the Switch now into your Yuzu emulator, so that your Yuzu emulator will now function as a Nintendo Switch. So once done, just close in this folder. Now your Yuzu is now capable of detecting and playing Switch games. So the next step now is to optimize your Yuzu emulator so that there will be no errors in your playthroughs, there will be glitches, bugs, and game-breaking bugs and crashes into your playthrough. Okay, so to do this, just go to Emulation, go to Configure, and in this part, be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. Again, pause the video and copy every setting. So this is for the General tab. I'm going to move to System tab. So in the System section, you can change the language, region, time zone, and device name here. And in the Core section, just leave it as it is. So be sure to copy that. I'm going to go to CPU. So it is set auto, and in graphics, there are two settings here because there are two APIs, Vulkan and OpenGL. So this is for the OpenGL setting. Pause the video, copy every setting. I'm going to move to Vulkan. So be sure to copy every setting here too. So the resolution scale is I have set this to 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC can't handle that, then just revert back to 1x resolution, which is the base resolution of the Switch. But for me, 2x resolution is the best. Now I'm going to move now to the advanced setting. Be sure to pause the video again and copy every setting you see from here. Now I'm going to go to the audio section. And in this part, the settings are very simple, so be sure to copy that. I'm going to go to controls. I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller here, and I have mapped them accordingly the same as my Pro controller. You can also do that to your Xbox or PlayStation controller here, but be sure to change the left and right sticks into the dead zone into 20% so that there will be no drifting into your playthroughs. So be sure to check on that and hit OK. Now your Yuzu emulator is now fully optimized to run and play any Nintendo Switch games such as Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet The Teal Mask DLC update. So a little bit of a disclaimer, I will not be able to show you guys a gameplay of this game running to my PC because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't really want it to be shown on the internet. So if I show you guys that this game is running better than the Switch using in my PC, such as Pokemon Scarlet The Teal Mask game, running to Yuzu emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. And I hope you guys do understand on that part. But I am willing to show you guys a little bit of compromise. So I'm going to boot up in the title screen of Pokemon Scarlet. And once I am there, I'm just going to stop the emulation from there, okay? And again, please do understand. And also, I'm just going to blur the screen from here on out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. So as you can see, I am booting now in the title screen and it runs quite well. So I'm just going to stop the emulation here. So as long as you have followed all the steps that I'm showing you in this video tutorial, you're guaranteed to get all the necessary files you need in order for you to play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet The Teal Mask DLC game into your PC. And also, the 4 files that I have here will also work for the Yuzu emulator for Android version, as long as you have an powerful Android 11 mobile device. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet The Teal Mask DLC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.